President-elect Donald Trump is now projected to sweep all of the battleground states in the 2024 election. He's now set to meet with President Biden at the White House on Wednesday, something, of course, he never did for the incoming President Biden 4 years ago.
The president promising a smooth transition. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter here with the latest as we begin to get a clear picture of who will and won't be part of the second Trump administration. Leanne?
Michelle and Jory, President-elect Donald Trump out on the golf course today in Florida, accompanied by Elon Musk. After his sweep, apparently, of the battleground states, his transition to the White House now in full swing. The president-elect's team confirming he will be selecting people to serve in his administration in the coming days and is currently meeting with numerous contenders. Trump making it clear, though, two former members of administration will not be returning. Nikki Haley, who served as ambassador to the United Nations, and former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. The White House confirming President Joe Biden will meet with Trump in the Oval Office this week. The two set to discuss top domestic and foreign policy issues. The Democrats, meanwhile, assessing what went wrong for the Harris campaign. Influential radio host Charlamagne tha God, an outspoken critic of Donald Trump, believes dinner table issues were top of mind for voters.
Every day, people wake up and all they want to do is have more money in their pocket and they want to feel safe. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, whatever religion you are. Those are the two things that you're thinking about every day.
Trump's allies say they believe the president will be focused on bringing the country together.
I think he cares about uniting the country. I think that is Donald Trump's #1 focus. And I do think we have to get back to a place after this election, after that decisive victory, which I do think was a gift to the country.
President Biden is promising a smooth transition to the second Trump presidency, saying that is what the American people deserve.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.